Makes sculptures out of chewing gum from Cleveland, Ohio. Please welcome the gum sculptor, Chris Antes. Chris, come on out here. All righty. So you're from Cleveland. What do you do?
Yes. Well, I'm the personal chef to a family of 5 there.
Oh,
so
chef.
basically, Monday through Friday, I'm taking care of them.
What's it like to be in show business now?
Well, how did one get started sculpting with gum?
Well, I guess being you know, when I was very young as a baby, my mom always says, oh, we just put you in a high chair and give you some clay, and you just be there for hours making stuff out of the clay.
Chewing the clay?
Well, no, no, with my hands.
Oh, okay.
But I'd also like to chew gum as well.
Okay.
And it would be, you know, chewing the same piece all day, all night, either leaving it in my mouth when I went to bed, or putting it on the nightstand and chewing it in the morning.
All right, well, let's all think of that for a minute. Yeah, okay. Did you chew gum in school as well? Were you chastised
I did
often?
chew gum in school, and
yes.
of course went to Catholic grade school, where the nuns always said you weren't allowed to be chewing gum.
Right, of course.
And they'd always catch me, so I'd always have to stick my gum up on the chalkboard and then put my nose on it and stand there for about a half hour or so.
Oh,
as punishment.
You can't get kinkier than that, I guess, pretty much. Now, so are the nuns proud of you now to see that you've taken this gum chewing? And have you heard from them? Have any of the sisters called you?
Well, I haven't heard from them in many years, but
perhaps after
you know,
tonight they will call.
If Sister Maria ever hears me, I'm sure she'll appreciate this.
Okay, now what kind of gum do you use?
I use mostly extra spearmint. That's my favorite flavor. You know?
Extra. Now,
do you have a deal with Extra? Like is this like a Michael Jordan Nike thing? Do you have a?
I don't, but if they'd ever like to call me.
Now, I believe Orson Welles once said there's never been a great sculpture using sugarless gum. Is that true?
No, it actually works a lot better.
So it's regular sugar gum. Now, how about double bubble? I would have thought, because that has a consistency. See, Gary likes the obscure reference joke.
He was making a joke about the sugarless gum.
You see. How about like double bubble? That seems like it has a big...
Well, that always works out well too, but with bubble gum, it's more for blowing a bubble, so it stays a lot softer.
I see. So what do you sculpt? Do we have some of your work here?
Yes. Well, let's see.
Okay, so maybe you could show us some of your...
I haven't been this frightened since the puppets.
Well, there are several things on here.
Chris, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Single man, are you?
I'm single, but if the ladies hear it, I'm open.
Really? Well, that's... All right. Okay, explain some of the things you have here.
Okay, well, there's definitely an assortment of all kinds of things, from animals to fruit and vegetables.
This appears to be a moth. Is that what that one is there?
Well, this would be a hawk, let's say.
Hawk. I'm sorry.
One of my most prized ones is right here. There's a piece of pizza with sausage, mushroom, pepperoni, and onion on top of it.
I can see why you're proud of that. Yeah. All right, can you demonstrate? Can you perhaps sculpt? Is it possible for an artist to create a body of work here amongst this sort of...
Oh, definitely.
All right, right here. Let me hold that for you here. Thank you. Put this down. Now, do you need to... Are you chewing gum now?
I've got a piece ready. I've been chewing on it.
I'm feeling
just
better
a piece,
and better about the animated
else.
movie.
Yeah. Now, do you save these and make a chain, or no?
No. Oh. Sometimes with the wrapper, I'll fold it into something, you know.
Now, what are you going to make first?
I'm going to make an alligator. An
alligator. Okay. Now, I knew that. I have some alligator facts. As you're chewing, I will read alligator facts.
Okay.
Alligators can live up to 50 years. Did you know that? You were okay. Alligator breeding season begins in April, so they're probably doing it right now. Yeah.
They're having a great spring.
Alligators are not monogamous. Oh, Gary, this is perfect.
I'm really not listening, Jay.
Alligators become sexually mature by the time they reach 7 feet in length. Me too.
Okay.
Now, look at that.
So that would be an alligator.
Well, look. It looks like an alligator. Amazing.
Look at me and open your mouth.
Would you do me a favor, Chris? There's no trick involved.
No.
Would you present that to Gary as a gift?
I would love to. Gary, for you.
Thanks a lot.
And if you'd like to try it at all, feel free. Or at least freshen your breath.
And you're going to do something else?
Not that it's bad. Not that it's bad.
Well, I mean, I could make this gum into something.
And now what are you going to do something else for us as well?
Yes, I'd like to do a snail.
You're going to create another piece of art in the time that we are sitting here. This is unbelievable to me. That as an artist, you can create. All right, let's see. Now, what are you going to do, a snail? Okay. Do you know May 24th is National Escargot Day? Did you know that? Okay.
May 24th?
Yeah. Now, Gary, this would introduce snails are hermaphrodites. They have male and female reproductive organs, so you would double your chances if you were the snail.
I don't honestly just want to talk about anything right now.
Now, what is it?
What do you got?
Wow, look at that. That looks like a snail. That's pretty amazing. Look at that. It's amazing. Well, Chris, I could see how you could keep a young lady fascinated all night long with this. I'm sorry we don't have more time. Perhaps you could come back and show us some more stuff.
I would love
Chris, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Be right back with Def Leppard right after this.
Over to Fred with our gum sculptor.
Aha, there's a minty freshness in this part of the studio today. That's because Chris Antes is here today, and I can remember when I was a little kid, my mama said, stop playing with your gum, leave it in your mouth. But you don't do that.
No, I had to find something a little more exciting to do with it.
So have you been a gum chewer all your life?
Pretty much all my life, yes. I remember always, when I was really young, my parents always say, we'd just put you in a high chair, give you a little clay, and you'd be active there. But then I loved to chew gum too, and seeing the original Willy Wonka, you know, when there was Violet on there who would chew the same piece for a month or whatever it might have been. I was kind of the same way. You know, put it on my nightstand, wake up, chew it
Pick it
again.
off and it gets soft and warm again. And don't put it under the table. Just don't.
No.
But how do you do it? Now, do you pre-prepare it? Well, I don't know if you can, should we show these right now?
I have just pre-chewed a little gum to do some demonstrations, but like what we have here is a little pig.
You just made him just a few minutes ago.
I just had made that one. Statue of Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
A little turtle. A penguin. A snail. An alligator.
A dolphin.
A dolphin and a giraffe, which are my biggest asked for.
Yeah. Now, do you pre-prepare your chewing gum and use a special kind?
Well, I generally chew extra, extra spearmint.
Yeah.
And I just had some chewed to kind of be ready and go.
And do you actually create these in your mouth?
Yes, no hands involved.
No. Oh, can you show us?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to do, how about a seal?
Okay, a seal. You already have some chewing gum in your mouth, right? All right, now watch this very carefully now. You don't even have to be looking in a mirror. No?
No. Somehow I picture it in my head and it...
Yeah, it just comes out. I think you're dealing with the main part of the seal's body now. You got a couple of fins. I think you've created the fin already. How did you do that? Now, there it is. There it is. Hold real still. That looks like one of those sea lions that you see in San Francisco, doesn't it? Wow. Now, how much do these cost? I mean, if I want to go to the store, can I buy these and market someplace?
Oh, well, I don't know. I haven't gotten into that. Maybe I could start up a website and...
First time you ever did it, how old were you? Can you recall?
You know, the one that really sticks in my mind is about 5 years old, and just had been chewing it. You know, you can make it as flat as you want, or just roll it into a ball. And the first thing I had ended up doing was either a boot or Italy, and then I know that the second one was a dolphin.
And you do it all the time. Let's say, like you're driving your car and you're creating things, and you can just stick them up on your windshield.
Yeah, right. It's hard to do some other things, though. You know, I can walk and chew gum, but if I'm cooking and chewing gum, then cooking is what I can do.
Now, the Ellen Show is actually interested in you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and here we're seeing a bit of it. Here you come, and she's greeting. She's a very nice person.
Yeah, she was really great.
And there we are. And is she astonished at your skills?
She is. I had come out there, and the first thing I had done was a dolphin, and then they had me go and sit by Tony.
What's so nifty is you can create one of those in a matter of 10, 15 seconds. I can't believe it.
Some things a little more detailed take a little longer.
I see a brilliant future up ahead for you, Chris.
Well, thank you.
Chris Antes, who is a sculptor, he plays with his gum all the time, and golly, does he create great stuff. It's just wonderful to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Thanks very much. Coming up,